Mr. Clyde and I are at the Moira Model Show. Mrs. McClean wanted to make sure I pointed out that we have merch available. You can get that online. You don't have to come here now to do it, because when you're watching this video, the show's over.
You didn't give me any warning you were turning that camera on.
Right now, we are moving the loft in a trailer behind us. We had a small space, probably can't tell on camera, but where this set was built was tiny. Like, it wasn't even 10 foot wide.
No.
And
I could have stretched my legs out if I had been sitting to touch Mark. It's because Mark's so small, it makes it look a lot big now.
which are your 824, 926 models?
824, 926, you're talking £60 a piece. Your latest edition out here will be your 2.120, and then you've your kind of your 1174.
Oh, kindly man. Barmy, a kind of style.
You're John Deere man, aren't you?
What's the one you're most pleased that you've stocked that was hard to find?
That's 7810, that limited edition one. I found two of them.
Well, they not in production at all. Like.
No.
It's like a one ages ago, one a couple of years ago.
You
like.
know what happened, then they quit them, then they come out again.
Right.
And then all of a sudden they've done a limited edition one of them. And I had two of them sitting in a case at home, which were mixed up with another maker tractor.
Right.
I found two, and they're making £100 now. So I was very happy with that.
Very good. So is there any difference in the limited edition and the run that was before that?
That's a question I can't answer you, Fred. Never talking out of the box.
So you're saying mine's worth £100 as well?
Yes.
Does it have to be in the box though? I pulled mine out of the box.
No, it needs to be in the box.
See, I'm keeping them in the box. There's no fun in that. There's no fun keeping it in the box.
Well, I'm the same. The way I look at it is, you take it out of the box and enjoy it. No, the show's going good. Like it's.
What do you think of the new venue?
Well pleased.
A bit warmer than previous years.
Really too warm. So it's warming up a few days here. No, happy enough. People's come there last night for a good crowd of people in, good feedback and all the rest, and I'm very well pleased now. So far so good. If everyone keeps up, we're happy enough, yeah.
Well, what's the balance between the out and out like models and the toys? Like you stock half and half?
When I started, I would have went to the collector side of them because I was a collector myself, right?
Yes.
But then I found I went to the shows, it was nothing for the check.
Yes.
And the wee boy was running about and was looking at that tractor when Universal Hobby Same was about £20 or £30. And the non-form, so I went down the road with Britons and the Suzuki. So I seen, right, this is the markup, I stuck heavy in it. And then, of course, the rest of the traders started to catch on and they done the same. But now, then I've come back to the collector, I never went away from it, come back to it. So now I push more into the collector now.
Yes.
It seems to be the young child, that wee lad, like in my own club, there's 3, he's all into it at the minute. You get to about 3 and then they come on up to school, maybe P6, P7, I think they're too big. They start to leave it a wee bit. Then when you get the age of about, like say, 14, 15, they start to want to go to the dioramas, they come into this here. Their childhood comes back to them.
Yes.
So they want to come back. So you've got 2 bites to the cherry, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
If you're next to that wee boy from day one, you talk to them, explain the thing to them, tell them what fits on it and what's what. you don't see him for a lot of years. But you see him coming back.
That's why I think it's important that you don't lose the toy thing completely, because at the end of the day, it has to be able to take the abuse of a child.
Yeah.
You're never going to have anyone that's got an interest in the models if the kids don't take an interest in it.
That's exactly right.
You've got to cater to both.
And then it's the inspiration they get out of it. They have to use their imagination.
Oh yeah.
Like, give me
Or you could just play Farming Simulator.
You can play a farm simulator. I'm not in that area. I'm not in that way of going the farm simulator. So, you know, but you find your own level and everything.
Perfect.
We're all our own way of going mad.
We had a couple of counties at home, a couple of unequal sized wheel counties, and always been interested in counties. So
Yes. It always starts at childhood, like.
yeah,
Always.
Does, yeah.
Always.
So and I've always been a keen model maker, whether it's tractors or not. So
Well, that's
decided
one,
to-
for example. Like, how much time did you spend on that?
actually, it's something I've never actually measured myself. It could be
Ballpark.
10, 15 hours on it, maybe.
At all? I was you know that
Maybe
like for
more.
a month. That would take me well over a month.
Yeah, I'm always building like 3 at a time.
Yes.
You have to paint them, and you have to wait for
Okay.
things to happen before you can progress on to the next level. So
Yes.
it's I've never actually timed one from start to finish, to be honest. But
Have you got a favourite?
Favourite would always be the forward control county, just because it's a diverse machine and it's just something out of the ordinary, you know.
Get a shot of his wife there. She really wants to be in the video. I didn't know you were an exhibitor, Davey. I thought you'd be digging spuds there.
Well, that's my first time here.
Are you touring like? Is it or not in your favour to be outside?
Well, we're keeping the job going on. There's other good men helping me, and they're keeping it going on while I'm here. So
Yes. So that's where you like making them look more realistic. Is that what the definition of a conversion is? Like
well, a conversion could be using 2 different models to convert it into a model that's not readily available on the shelf and one that you particularly want.
Yes.
Just for example, that wee one there, it came with a Super Q cab, and then that cab's available to buy, that AP cab, and I bought that, put it onto that tractor, and transferred a lot of the parts off the other cab onto that cab to give us.
Yes.
You can't buy that, so.
Well, is there a strong online community and like you all kind of
Very much
help
so.
each other?
Aye.
Where's the go-to place?
Ryan Mann over there's got a good page, Model Mad it's called. That's a good one. Then obviously the Moira Club page will be a good one. There's a list of them. And then there's a lot of European pages, the Dutchmen and the Frenchmen, all good pages with their layouts on it. You'll see conversions they're doing, and it keeps you in the loop.
Yeah, you have a bit of appreciation for the likes of that. Like, that has took him a bit of time to put that together. Like, and he has put in the.
I like the fact that sometimes they go to the effort of putting the hill into the field. Like that's.
Like, it takes a bit of time and thought into that, and
And then going to the effort of carting it up the road.
And even just the variety going on, even the sheds. Like most boys here is probably looking at the tractors, thinking, "Oh, tractors." And like, he's done them sheds pretty well. If I get my sheds at home looking like that, I'd be doing all right. So that's my wee model there. Like that's the one that would have made me excited as a child.
Like attention to detail there is the fact that that's actually water pumping.
Yep.
I like the way that he's got the tractor's actually nosediving off the side, because that's what you do when you're on a side pit.
You see,
But to be fair now, I mean, that pit should have been finished before the shovel moved on to the next one.
they're just giving it breathing space to go back
Okay,
and forward.
rash out farmer.
And you're straight into the tractors, and you're listening. Look, cows, John, cows.
Cows. See, this is what I'm talking about the bull cattle in the shed. They all look the same. They're standing with their head down or standing with their head up, but basically they look the same.
But then
There's like one template.
Yeah, but when you're a kid, you move them and you make them.
But like, look at these John Deeres. There's 5 different models of John Deeres, and they're all different. They're all unique.
Fair enough. Most of the cow toys was just the same cow paint, the different colours, which was a wee bit of a.
I've only just spotted the shutter and the concrete in the walls. Like, look at the tension. There's a lot going on in this yard right now. Triaxle H2. Never seen one of them in the flesh. Imagine you were about 8 years old, like.
Whoever owned that would hate me if I was 8 years old, because I would be in the middle of it. I would be making full use of that yard.
This is more my kind of stand, Alan, because it's got lots of 1980s Britain's toys. I remember one of the last ones I ever bought was one of them. Not that I'm a massive man.
Is that an old working version one, or is that
Where?
to your left?
Left?
No, it's not.
Yes, no. I actually don't recognise that one, but it looks very like it.
It's a bit different than the one I can.
It's a bit different than the one I had. I remember the New Holland one. The flip lid on her. You flip the lid up and you pop the wee bales in.
See,
I had a mountain of them bales. Somebody gave me one time out of an old, somebody had grown up and moved on. Their mommy gave me the bales. I didn't have that lorry, but I had the milk tanker. But I don't remember some of that stuff being for sale. One of these wee trailers here, see the wee tipper, but mine was green. The dung spreader in red. I had the seed drill. I remember seeing the conveyor built at my friend's house. I had wee wagtail. I remember having one of these combines when I was really young, but the header broke on it, and it sort of had no head, and then it became useless.
See, I think what we've established is you had a lot more toys than I had as a child. I'm feeling deprived.
Tractor mad, absolutely tractor mad.
See, actually, looking at that, it's kind of funny. I forgot there's toys there. I forgot I had.
I got a Fiat. Now, this is before I realised Fiat's pretty good, and I really, really wanted a 1210 Davy Brown. So what did I do to the Fiat? The two-wheel drive Fiat.
Get the marker out.
I got the Tip-X pen out and I painted it white. What's happening? What's the story with the anniversary trailers?
With anniversary trailers?
Yes.
Well, as you know, John, we're going 50 years this year.
Are you?
Absolutely.
You don't look like you're 50 yet,
No,
hey?
I'm not 50, no. Thankfully, it's greater powers than I control the company. My father started it in 1969, and then he joined forces with my brother, and that's how both of them got to where they are today.
I seen one out in England. There was a video in there, and I like the way you changed the headboard. They cut in the anniversary into the.
Yeah.
Oh, that was tasty.
It's a subtle change.
That's a cool model. Like,
I think I said to John, it'd be great if somebody could ever do a model of the factory, and if it wasn't for John, it wouldn't have been done. Like the skill set involved in putting the like that together, we couldn't do it.
I need to speak to John then if I
need to speak to John.
Yes. When did you start building this thing?
I was first displayed 5 years ago, and I started in July to do it. And Britain's launched the Beaver Tail Tiller at the Moira Show last October. And they actually launched it at Kane Engineering on the Thursday. And they set this all up at Kane Engineering and launched it there, and then we dismantled it all down and brought it to the Moira Show. And that was the first time I've seen it in public. It was the Moira Show.
Well, did you build it in a way that you would leave it easier to transport then?
It's all built in sections. The shades every shade is separate, and then the boards and the yard all fit around it.
So the shed's not actually sitting on the board, it's wrapped with boards?
Yes. The bottom you see is on the ground or on the tables there,
yes.
And then the yard is all then set in round. So
okay.
It's all running level and through.
All right, so your floor hitting.
My floor is hitting level.
Yes,
so
got you.
There's no ramps.
Got you.
Through.
Well, how many trailers have you purchased to actually make it look like it's full, like a working yard?
Well, all you see there, there's about 25 trailers which actually have been cut up to produce sides, bodies, chassis, wheels, all that. It'll do it.
Which bit was the trickiest? Which bit do you have to fiddle at the longest?
It's all, there's nothing there that you can buy off the shelf. There's a steel worker, the plasma cutters, all them machines you can't buy 1 to 32, so they're all built, scratch built.
Timber or metal?
A mixture of everything, plastic, metal, wood, and then painted decals and all going after that.
So how many weeks did you spend building this? Months?
Months. So there's nights, weekends. The weeks up to the show, I was at it day and night. So I was right through. A couple of nights before the show, I wasn't in bed to get it finished.
Yes, not like a deadline to get it finished.
You're right. Pressure. But I enjoy doing it. And you don't really get the full detail of it till you're standing looking into it. Whereas you have to be looking straight down on it to see it. Whereas there's a lot of things there which some of the guys have looked at it over the years and still see things that I haven't there from the start. Definitely.
Will you ever build one as big again?
No, definitely not. That's a once in a lifetime build.
So, Ron tells me that you're fit to sell models before they're even made.
Yeah, a lot of stuff is done even before we start.
How do you do that?
How do you do that? I don't know. Loads of experience, too much experience.
So is it like a limited run type thing?
Yeah, what I've kind of more concentrated is we do limited editions now, and we nearly have them all sold before we start. And that kind of brings in the customer It gets people under pressure, I think, some days, but they want to have it, and if they're going to get it, they have to get it now.
So like a limited edition, how many would you make of a limited edition, or does it depend what the machine is?
Yeah, it would depend. We said the armour salmon bee harvester, we would have, the single row, we've done 20 of those, they sold in 4 hours. And then we went to twin row, we've done 30 of those, and with no advertising or even saying I was doing them, there were 2 left out of 30, which we're starting now soon enough, the last 10 of them, and that's it then.
Yes.
So we haven't even advertised them. Bale handlers, all that crack, they're like the little bread and butter of the thing to keep it
just steady, just taking over, you don't ram at those.
Yeah, or even what we started doing now is making our own wheels out of rubber, and moulding and casting them. Took a lot of training, and we've 3D printed all the wheels. They're some of the prototype wheels, and that's the new thing now, wheels and parts.
So is that for the people who are modifying existing models?
Yeah, that'd be it, yeah. Well, if a guy buys a Britain's trailer, he mods it up, makes it look a little bit better, he'll buy these wheels and put them on. Or guys making their own bits and pieces, and other scratch builders buying the wheels as well.
Well, what's the most elaborate limited edition model you've built? Like, what's the most intricate?
Definitely so far the twin row armour salmon. That has to be the toughest build I've ever done. So it is. And what we're doing, we're going through a Kilver lens potato harvester now. We're just looking at drawings there today and measurements.
How do you decide what you're going to build? Like, what's the influence?
Customer comes to me usually, and if I get enough guys looking for the same thing, it's kind of
pull the trigger. Yeah.
We go at it.
Yes. Well, is this a full-time gig, like?
Yeah, this is a full-time. During the summer, I drive a loading shovel and pushing up silage, and after that, then it's all back to this.
Yes.
Yeah, full-time. I live on a farm at home. I give a little hand at home as well the odd time, but that's getting less and less.
Well, when did you get into that level? Like, how did it all begin?
I did a model making course in England for 3 years for special effects for film and media and architectural model building.
Yes.
And for the last project then I made a McClean hedge cutter and a dually silage trailer, and visited McClean on the way home, gave them a hedge cutter, and 3 months later they came looking for 100 hedge cutters. So they kind of put me on the map. Without that I would not be where I am today. Carbon farming or farming simulator, if you were a child right now?
Carbon farming still.
Why the carbon farming?
Because it was just a bit of crack, and I don't know. The thing is, when I was younger, I didn't have that many tractor toys. I was swayed from an early age.
Right.
It was all like cows, sheep.
But like, was the cows not a bit bland and they all looked the same?
See, when you were playing with your little tractors, making your broom broom noises, I was making the moo moo noises. And funny, when I was a kid, it was always dairy cows I liked playing with.
Right.
Which was, so like, just these beef cows. My dad never bought really, didn't, it was my ma was left to the buying side. But these sort of beef cattle started to appear, and he was definitely making sure that I was staying away from the dairy side of it.
Old Tom wasn't impressed with the dairy.
No, definitely not.
Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions about the video, stick them in the comments below and we'll try and get you some answers. Of course, a thumbs up is also equally good, and if you want to support the channel, we've got air fresheners, Straight 6, FarmFLiX, or you can get some merch and really support the brand.